Well, Riot police in London have been taking action against protesters ahead of next week's Group of 8 summit there.
Earlier, they'd gained a search warrant for a building in Soho after intelligence suggested squatters inside had weapons and were intent on causing criminal damage and violent disorder. As the raid by Riot police began, some took to fire escapes at the back of what was once a police station. But then came a heart-stopping moment. A man ran onto the roof. He screamed at officers who were wearing climbing gear. Then he appeared to attempt to lurch off the 4-story building. Once secured, but still struggling, he was carried off. Below, demonstrators had gathered as he was taken into an ambulance.
Activists marched through the streets of London. They said they're against capitalism and the G8 summit. The gathering of top leaders starts next Monday in Northern Ireland.
I don't think the world's most powerful countries should be getting together and forming agendas in this way. It's very undemocratic. It's based on the fact that they have the most money and the most weapons.
Earlier in the day, about 100 police officers searched a building in London used by activists. They detained 57 people on suspicion of hiding weapons.
We need these decisions to be made in a democratic way, transparent way. We don't need a very elite group of actors making decisions for everybody.
To get rid of is the current system that we have. It allows people to accumulate wealth at a rate faster than they can spend it, whilst other people in the world are starving.
They're corrupt. It doesn't matter where they meet, they are corrupt, and they're making decisions that affect my life, my children's lives, your lives.
Stop G8 describes itself as an anti-capitalist network made up of autonomous groups and individuals. Police said the arrests were for offences including criminal damage, assault and possessing weapons.
As is often the case in these situations, this has become a running race around Mayfair. The police trying to break up the groups of protesters into smaller groups. They do seem to be being successful at the moment.
This protest was aimed at big business and the G8 forum of the world's richest countries, due to start in Belfast next week.
They don't represent us. The problems they're trying to solve, they're never going to solve that because they're complicit in those same crimes.
No obvious attempts were made today to damage shops and businesses. The Met said its operation resulted from a failure by the protesters to discuss their plans in advance.